So we make sure we get in full signal. I am your humble host, AG the car guy. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, put one on the chat. Just want to make sure my microphone is clear that you guys can hear me. Because sometimes the fans make a lot of noise. Don't plug that fan. It's way too much noise. Just blowing hot air around. And my good fan over there, that is air blowing on me, feel much better. So welcome guys. If you were not here before, you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Charles, owner of the shop here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm the owner of EJI Motoring and AAE Repair right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. For those who might need around me here that need Kia car services, you can find me at 13408 South Chocolate Drive. You can also call us at 225-250-5551. That's our number. Make sure I get the channel right. Okay. That's our number. So we work on domestic and foreign vehicles, both domestic and foreign. If you watch through my channel, you see I worked on Range Rovers. I do work on Mercedes. I work on Audis. I also work on Chevy. That's one of my specialties, and Hondas, a Honda vehicle, of course Toyota as well. So if you own any of those cars, just trust that when you bring your vehicles here, it's in good care and with a professional, experienced, ASE certified technician. So today, what are we doing? We are working on, this came out of a 2008 Chevy Tahoe. It's a 5.3 LSM motor. It had a broken, failed lifters and a failed crank. It's where the connecting rod hooked up to the crank. This is the old crankshaft. I'll show you guys. This is the old crankshaft, very heavy. Use my leg to support it. You can see how this journal is. Very nice. This is where one of the connecting rod went, and one went. This is 1 and 2. So this is 3 and 4. You can see it's very severely damaged. So when I took this apart, you can move the rod just around like that. So it was knocking. We're gonna eventually, when I'm done, we're gonna put the full video online for everybody to see. So this is what the issue, one of the biggest issue is, and also a failed lifter. So went ahead, going in back with standard everything. I'm not modifying anything. So it's gonna be still standard. So that's what I'm doing today. So today, previous we already got the crank installed. Took the crank, bought a new crank shaft, of course. Took the block to the machine shop. We got the, this is the camshaft bearing. This thing's got it. Took the old ones out, got the new one installed all the way to the back. It's not just one, it have like about 6 of them, all from the front to the back. So we got that changed, clean, got the block clean, and brought it back. We put the crankshaft, and we built the piston and everything yesterday, and we installed all the pistons, all 8 pistons installed with the rings. I had to replace those 2 connecting rods that was damaged, and also replace 2 pistons because one was busted. So change it out. So now we are going to be working on installing the camshaft today, installing the chain, timing this engine, and also installing the oil pump. And then we plan on installing the lifters, Okay, this engine has active engine management, so it shuts off 4 and runs on 4 at a light load, and then runs on 8 at a heavy load. So we're gonna put in all the lifters and torque them down, and then we're gonna hopefully put the heads on, torque them down, and put the rocker arms in the push rods. So I don't know how much of it I'm gonna get done because I'm starting kind of late, but we're gonna see. Okay, without wasting any more time, I'm gonna start first by installing the crank, the camshaft, and then we're gonna get the gear for this crank. I'm having it heated up so we can, and I need to extract this keyway here. I need to extract it from the old crank. I'm gonna put it in here, and then we're going to install everything and time the engine. Okay, so guys, bear with me. Let me go ahead and start getting this thing heated. All right. Thank you, Uche. I see you. Thank you, everybody who's live here. What's up? I see Uche liking the channel. Thank you. I appreciate the likes. Hey guys, you help me share and like the channel as you go. Chiles too, thank you for the badge. Yeah, ES is ready to contact the, I don't know. Hey guys, share the channel. I don't know, I can only see who's liking. Tap the screen to like the page. That's all you have to do. Tap the screen, share, and leave a comment that you're here with us. Chills 2, thank you. Welcome. Chills 2. Rich, Michelle, everybody, Shige, Ogi, Treasure Hunt. Alright. Oh, come on in. I don't know. Some people say they be here online. I don't see it. I don't see them. All I see is ST is on fire and firing back to back. Welcome guys, both YouTube and TikTok. I don't know, maybe some of y'all can, I have a speaker, a mic for TikTok. I don't have any mic for YouTube. So YouTube guys, please pardon me. I'm gonna get a mic for y'all. And I'm gonna cut some of this. I'm gonna use this to moderator. Make sure you are recognizing people who are commenting and people who are asking questions. I have a moderator today. Okay, let's make sure we are staying active. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have somebody here that will respond. We'll have a moderator that will respond to you. My piece off the old thing. So this is what I want to do now. Try as much as I can to clean out these. It's gonna be kind of hard to get to them. These cranberries. They're pretty much in there pretty good. So I'm just gonna use brake cleaner and compressed air. That's gonna be the best to get to it. I'm sure it's clean. I'm just trying to make sure. There's always debris floating around. Pretty deep in there. my new camshaft. Treasure. Our latest package. Wrapped in awesomeness. Trying to find what I did with the whole thing. All the cams, 90 degrees. Spray it out with a hot cleaner. Whatever assembly and transport chemicals that's on it. Trying to get it off. Blow it out. And then these big cam loops. It's gonna be a good idea. I'm gonna go ahead and add some assembly loop to them. Okay. This is a camshaft. What I'm holding is a camshaft. Or who wants to know? So we have a crankshaft. The bottom here is a crankshaft, and the top here is a camshaft. So those are the names. This is what drives. This what drives everything. The engine timing is managed and ran off of both of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this whole thing with oil. I'm gonna put some in. Make sure I have my rag here to catch all the excess oil. It's gonna be coming out. You see, I have my bolt installed here. That's gonna help me hold this thing while I install it. I'm gonna give it an oil bath off camera. Right? A lot of lube. Let me tell you something. When you put in big things in tiny holes. You have to have a lot of lubrication. So that's what we are doing. We're stabbing it with a shaft. Very long shaft. And make sure it's well lubed. The back of this engine doesn't have anything. The back yet. We haven't installed the back plate quite yet. So if you push it too hard, you see it can fall through. So we have to be careful and leave it there. When I start bolting it up, I'm gonna have somebody hold the back so it doesn't push back, because I don't have the back cover yet. So this is what we're doing. So right now, it's in here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it with this by hand. And turn it either way. Until you tighten this, you really can't do much. But I can turn it by holding the back. So right now, it's good as it gets right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the plates. So this is the front plate that goes over here. I bought a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Comes with new bolts, everything that is needed to install it. I'm gonna check my torque specification for this. Go ahead and wipe oil from there. Typically this week I added a little bit assembly oil back here. It's got a little small plastic gaskets. It's going to seal up the oil that is going to be flowing from bank to bank here. Go ahead, put the piece. That's what's going to keep it from falling, coming forward and falling off from the front. Until once we time it with the chain and the sprocket that is going to go here, it's going to stay. It's not going to fall out to the back anymore. I'm going to walk behind here to get my got that thing heated up back here. It was cooking. Gotta get that piece off. I'm cooking some crankshaft back here, guys. Don't mind me. Keep coming. If you guys just joining us now, what we're doing today is we are installing the camshaft and we are timing the engine. That's what we are doing. Installing the camshaft and we're going to time this engine. Just going to have to heat up the old crankshaft to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit in order to remove the gear that goes on there. And I need the gear off so I can remove that keyway right there. So it's like I went to harness some parts. So it took some a little bit of trick to get it done. So now I'm about to torque down this thing if I can find my adapter for this. £11 foot-pound, so 18 foot-pound. I don't know what I did with my adapter. Crazy. got my small impact. I'm gonna get 11. I had my 13 here. Many of them long enough, you're gonna start listening to. Pretty good organized person. Sometimes you're always gonna get those situations where you just can't help it. Put one somewhere where you can't get it. It happens every now and again. Just have to deal with it, I guess. Alright, what I need for now, I'm gonna manage. So we're gonna talk down these 4 bolts here to 11 foot-pound. That's what I'm looking for. My tool to do that. Because it's a hex head bolt. I often don't use this type of hex on the Chevys. The German vehicles do have use a lot of it. The Chevy American vehicles don't use this type of hex bolt so much. So when I organize my tool to work on this type of cars, I don't always expect to see one. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten it to 11 foot-pound. Okay, let's talk down. So my little keyway that I harness, I've been letting it sit and cool down. So this is what I had to heat up the old crank to get off. This is my keyway guide. Okay. This thing is as good as looking for gold. If you lose one of these, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. I'm going to go ahead and install it into this. Put it in here. Make sure it's centered nicely before I tap it down. Make sure it's centered well. I'm just going to tap it down with a small, tiny hammer. Here's my tiny hammer. Trying to hide from me. Nice and flush. That's how it goes. I see you. Thank you, thank you. Moderator, make sure you are communicating. Welcome the people who are coming in. All right, so got this torque down, got this put on. So now I need to get my gear. Should have that heated up. I need to heat it up a little bit so you go in. Sure, I didn't have this gear up. It's alright. It's gonna be hot in no time. Yeah? Yeah, it's a single bolt cam gear, yes. Yeah, we are cooking. It's a single bolt cam gear, yes, camshaft. There are some do come with like 3 different bolts, but this one is the single bolt. Heating up the camshaft. Let me show you guys what I'm doing over here. So this is what I'm doing. Using this heat gun to heat up that. So we need it very hot so we can be able to fix it into the cam hole. Without this, it's gonna be very difficult to install that. So we have this heated up. It needs to drive be about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're gonna use a lynx clock, carry it, and install it right away. No time waste. Check it out. Cam phaser. No, this one doesn't have the cam phaser. This one doesn't have the cam phaser. The cam is just one of it's the older style, I believe. I don't know if it was an older style, new style thing, but I do understand what you're saying. Let me get on my piece here. I got from Engine Parts Warehouse. Checking temperature. So it's a PCI cam component. So this is the one without the phaser. Got the tensioner and the chain right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start opening it actually and soak the chain in oil. So that is my tensioner. Use my heat gun to see if this thing is well cooked. This is a 5.3. 5.3 LSM engine. With an active fuel management. But our piece is heating up. It's at 325 right now. Alright, so 350, we get in there. Something I can use some clothes. That's not what my customer wants me to do. If it's my own, I would delete that active fuel management. Trust me, I understand it. So that thing is a lot of problems. It's just gonna eventually come back here again, but like I said, it's not mine. I do what the customer wants. They don't want to delete it, so gonna cost them because they're gonna have to buy the actuator that goes on top here because it's pretty gunked up. I don't know what they're getting into, but hey, I'm just here. Do what I'm told. LSM 7. Alright guys, so I think oh yeah, that baby is hot enough. It's gonna change colors. Woo, that thing is hot. Going. That thing is hot. You can see smoking. Give me get my hammer. You don't want to hammer too much onto it because you don't want to mess up your crust. So that's why we heat it up. Once you hear that, it's right there. Woo! We got it done. That was tricky. I used a heat gun. Some people put it in the oven. I don't have an oven in my shop, so hey, that works too. So I use a heat gun to do it. The oven part is obviously the best. All right, come on in, guys. All right, we got this. Got it in. So next. Got my oil soaking. This letting it cool down. I don't know. I might have to touch this, so kind of letting it cool down a little bit. Don't want it to burn me. It's pretty hot, guys. And just putting it on this crankshaft tells you how hot it is. It has already transferred the heat into the crankshaft. If you touch the crankshaft right now, it's hot. So to time this engine, just in case you don't know, there's a marking right there. We turn the engine. Good thing we still have the heads off. So I know the engine is at top dead center because I can see the cylinder all the way up. And in a situation where you already have the heads on, what you need to do is the keyway right here is going to be pointing right towards the number 1 cylinder. And there's a marking on here. Once you got this pointer over here, that marking is going to be facing at 12 o'clock. And then we're going to put the cam gear at 6 o'clock. The marking is going to be at 6 o'clock. So they're going to be pointing at each other like this. And that's how you got to get it timed. So I think this is not right at 12. I need to turn it. When I look at it like this, I can see it needs to move just a little bit to the right. well. On my piston, I can feel my piston is all the way up. All the way up. It should come so much up, it sticks out. Alright, so I have my tensioner. Simply, we'll go ahead and install that. Grab my tube, the tensioner. We're going to tighten it and then we're going to torque it down to 18 foot-pound. That's where it needs to be. Set my torque wrench, 18 foot-pound. Alright, that is 18 foot-pound on the dot. On the dot, guys. On the dot. Now it's time to time this bad boy. So I got my oil being soaked. My chain being soaked. Oil, clean engine oil. I have my cam bolt from the old cam. They don't give you new bolts. I don't know why. Kept my old one anyway. It's all good. So I got my old cam bolts. So this is a piece soaked in oil bath. So like I say again, there's a mark on this. It needs to be pointing to the 6 o'clock position. If you look here, there's the marker right there, and the one is pointing at 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear this chain around this thing here. I don't even think they don't bother like other chain putting, because none of these chain is gonna line in any mark anyway. So mark are just pointing at each other. It's not one of those timing chain that has a mark where you have to have a painted link. So we gotta make sure this is pointing at 6 o'clock. That means we need to turn our cam. This little knot on the cam needs to be facing that way. Okay? If I can turn this cam, that would be nice. Unfortunately, it's not letting me. So I'm gonna hold the back of this engine, back of the cam, so it doesn't push back. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna just kind of loosely put it on first. Kind of turn it where I need it to be. Where it needs to be. Alright, just right on. I think this my crank needs to move just a little bit right there. Yeah, this is still there. So you do have room to travel a little bit. So now I feel more comfortable. Alright. I'm using, now that I put this, I'm using this hole in the middle to kind of help me align this where it needs to be. So I'm going to put the chain back on. It makes it easy to put it on together with the chain. That way I can come around and put it on the crank. Okay. See if it will work. Move one more teeth. More teeth. There we go. That notch on the cam needs to turn a tiny bit. This takes just a little bit. You pry it off. what it needs to move is just a hairline. You know? It's fighting not to get in. Just a hairline, I'm telling you. Let me put a bolt. So we're gonna put some bolts in the back. I can actually rotate it in the back a little bit to help me align it. We do have a bolt hole in the back for 2 bolts. I can just take this, put it on either way, and that way I can hold it and turn it from the back. It's not making any sense. Let me try it again. Let me pry it off first. We align everything. Make sure I don't pull out my tension on this side. It's still being held by tension. This guide here. So. This thing is on. Let me use a rubber mallet. Hold it firm in the back. Got it in, guys. So, is it froze?
No, it's fine.
Oh. So it actually interrupts it. I don't know when it's slow, yeah. It interrupts it.
You might want to charge that.
Yeah, let me put a charge on it. Alright guys, so I got it in. You guys might not be hearing me all the way because I need to put this gadget on a charge, and the same charge do control my Sure y'all hitting that likes over there too. My YouTubers. Alright, so see I have to use this because all this is new. This gear, the cam, everything is new, so you still have a little rough edges. So that's why I had to it gave me a little, but I got it in, it's flush. This is pointing to the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these bolts here. I'm gonna clean out these bolts and add a little bit of Loctite in it. Then when I install it, I know I'm done. I'm gonna torque it down. Way too much Loctite. Some Loctite on it. Install the bolts. There's ones that do have actuator that is read off. It usually protrudes out like this. On those one, this one doesn't have that. You're gonna have to wait before you turn. You're gonna have to hold this and then tighten this to specification. Why is this still showing this?
It's okay now.
All right. So I don't know if you guys can see, but can look closer. You see my gear, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So that is the timing on this. Trying to get my area on the way where I can go ahead and talk this thing down, and then we can move along. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to go double checks the torque specification. I have to go reference my books. I want to make sure I got the torque specification. So it has two stage torquing. According to them, the first pass is going to be 26 foot-pound, and then the second pass is going to be 55 degree turn. So that means I'm gonna set this to 20, 26 foot-pound, and then we're gonna torque it down. I know it's gonna go this way, so that means I need to hold the crank. So I need to tighten that crank so I'll be able to hold it while I do this. Let me get my impact socket. It's actually 24. Let me try out this fan over here so it can be pulling me down, man. Man, I'm hot, bro. Alright. So, too much. 26 foot-pound. Alright. Down 55-degree turn. Set it on my degree. Go back. And I think the engine, the whole engine moving has corrupted my reading because we are dealing with an angle here. So I'm gonna go back and redo my torque. So I'm gonna redo my torque. Take it loose and redo it. Alright. It's loose now. Let's retorque it. it's time. Let me go ahead and take off my tensioner here. And then we're gonna go back to 55. And we'll run it down. All right, you heard it. Heard it here first. And she's tightened. She's tightened to specification, so it's two-stage. You saw it, 26 foot-pound and 55-degree turn. So I'm gonna turn it again to line it up. See, we don't have anything. Should be in timing, right? 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my bolts. Back here. So I can be able to turn. Let me go put back where I got it from so I don't lose them. Alright, we're in timing. Even though I don't have any valve to, I'm going to go ahead and turn it. So 2 revolution of the crankshaft is 1 revolution of the cam. So he's going to rotate twice on the cam mouthpiece to come back down and line up. And bam. Once they came to that little whip hole there, they lined up perfectly. No complaints, guys. This baby is in timing. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. Let's see where it's. Put my. I'm gonna mark it so it's very visible to see. Those are in class that don't know much about cars. Like I said, this is your camshaft, and that's the crankshaft. So this whole situation here is what gets the engine rotating the way it needs to. So now I got it back top dead center. So now I need to. I'm not gonna put the front cover. Normally, it's now you put your front cover. I'm not going to do that because I want this in. I want when I put the rocker on, I want to be able to still have access to see what I'm doing instead of relying on where the little piece is. So when I do 180-degree turn, because we're going to do a 180-degree turn after, 360-degree turn after we put one of the rocker arms in the rails. You tighten a certain cylinders, then you turn it 160 degree, and you tighten a certain cylinders. So to be able to see where my timing is, I'm gonna leave the front cover on, but I'm gonna take this off anyways, so I can find where I put my socket. If you don't know, it might sound a little confusing, but when we get there, you're gonna understand. Take this so I can go ahead and install my oil pump. I got my new Melon oil pump. So I'm gonna soak this oil pump in the oil for a little bit and spin it. I want oil to get all in there. Very good. Where is my baby? What did I do with that baby? I had it here just now. Okay, I see it. Put the oil pump in there. Get some more oil and put in there. Just having it soaked. Oil, let oil get all in there. All in the pump area. Spinning the oil gears. Let it kind of suck it up in there. Spin to Antabialo. This is the mating surface for the oil pump. It's gonna suck it up from here, and that's where it sends it into the oil gallery. I believe the engine warehouse cleaned it all off for me. I believe. Checked it out. Everything is good. They're going to install the the new plug. Usually you have to put that in, but it's already, they got it installed for me at the engine parts warehouse. Well, it's not engine parts warehouse, this is Walmart. They did this for me. They're my go-to engine house in Baton Rouge. So see, we're in timing now, everything's good. So I'm gonna go, this is what they call the oil pump. For those of you who don't know, it's gonna align these gears. There's no particular way it needs, as long as it fits in there, it lines up. Once you get the right gear orientation, it's gonna line up. It's 4x4 bolts. These 4 bolts are topped 18 foot-pounds. Foot-pound. I'm going to tighten this in a star pattern. One, come here, come here, come here. The oil pump on this, it doesn't use any gaskets between the pump and the actual mating surface. So that's that. Just like that. Usually we will now put the front cover because we are done here. But I'm not gonna do that now, so I'm gonna go to the installation of the lifters. So the lifters, so this car has some cylinder active engine management, and that is cylinder 1, cylinder 8, cylinder 1, cylinder 7, cylinder 4, and cylinder 6. So 6, 4, 6, 1, 7. So it's very important because the lifters are different. You can't use the same lifters for the other ones. So that's why I'm mentioning it. So it's important that we install it at the right location. I already have my lifters soaked over the weekends. You can see this is my lifter housing. This is the lifter housings. This is my lifter. It's been soaked since Sunday. I'm gonna open it up and dump it in this oil bin I made over here. for this, they do go in a particular orientation. Cleaning off any debris that might have fallen there. So this, if you look at this, you see there's a difference. The one with the active fuel management spring goes on this one with a little groove on the side, and you can see the difference on the lifters. I mean, people who already know this engine knows this. Just in case you don't know, this is what it looks like. So this one compresses to deactivate and expands to reactivate. So this is what it looks like. Okay. This is the one that fails. This particular one with the spring, which is the fuel active management. So you take this side with the groove on it, install it on this side that has the groove. And you take this smaller one, we're gonna install it on the regular side. Eh? Mic. Yeah, my mic is off. Oh, okay. Whoever that is calling me, they need to be careful. Yeah, not this. For this. Let's put some little engine oil in there. I should have done that already. Lubrication is the key. This is cylinder 6. So I'm putting this in there. Cylinder 4. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Got the lifters there. Put the bolts. I'm gonna hand tighten it for now. I'm gonna torque all of them together. We don't need torquing these two and then coming back again. I have the spec. Just need to go look at it real quick. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. I have my other lifters. I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in here. Right. Right. Got it. So we go ahead and take the bolts off. Careful not to drop that bolt in there. You might be able to get it out because the oil pan is not there yet. So usually when the engine is together with the oil pan, you got to be careful. You drop it there, you're gonna have to take the oil pan off. Find your bolts. This side we got cylinder 1 and cylinder 7. So you see active management, cylinder 1. To walk yourself in gently. Right. And for cylinder 8, and 7, I'm sorry. Making a mess. They're all taking an all back. I'm gonna say that they haven't been lubricated. This thing be soaked since last weekend. I soaked all of them. Cylinder 8, 7. There you go. The bolting. These are 10 mm bolts. This thing is just takes about newton-meters to torque. So let me set up my torque range. And let me check my torque specification. Uh-oh. Drop my camera. Sorry, my TikTok people. Alright, let's center back this engine. Alright, so it's 12 millimeters. I'm gonna set my torque wrench to 12 millimeters. Need to get millimeters first. Millimeters. Here we are, 12. All right. Let's go ahead. Right, 12 millimeters. The lifters are installed, guys. Got my lifters in. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm working here. I'm trying to clean up the old parts. Now I'm getting less and less parts on my counter. As I'm putting it in the car, my counter is getting empty. And I'm also making some mess. So I have to arrange what I'm doing in that way. I don't be looking for my tools. That's the worst thing. Keep looking around for your tools. So I'm going to use some of this. It's a little scotch, dry scotch, to kind of scuff up the edges of this cylinder head. I mean, block surface, I'm sorry. Block surface where the cylinder head will go on. Very soon, the cylinder head was sent out to the machine shop. It didn't overheat. I really didn't need to send it to the machine shop, but I wanted the valve steam seal because this engine was such in a bad condition. So I wanted to get it valve steam seals changed. Because I want this engine to be brand new, which is what I'm doing. It's pretty much, you know, I'm reusing some of the pistons, but pretty much going to be a brand new motor. So I want to make sure everything is good. The last thing you want is having a nice sealed up piston rings, everything.